Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! There you go, 368!
Dalton hovering near the goal line. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Winston. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Let's convert. Hang in there.
Winston sneaking it, and he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go! It's time to play! Follow!
They'll go again to Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready. Let's go.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
There you go, 368.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Dalton once more. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. This will be Dalton again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Quan Alexander coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
2-by-2. Move.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keeps your assignments. Let them run it in. They get it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 10-3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They go play action. Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action now. Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
It's taken to the 26. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Andy Dalton. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Noah Spence coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. The first pick of M.J. Stewart's career. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They run it with a fullback. This is Austin Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready. Blue ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Blue ready. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Sonny. Hey, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Jameis now on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Winston keeps it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And his kick is good. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kick.
It's caught inside the 25. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing, Winston. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
There you go, 368. There you go, 368. There you go, 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? That's complete. Bernard. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go, on the ball, on the ball. Right there. 2 by 2. Move.
Again, it's Mixon. That is brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
5-0, 5-0.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. $18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Here's Dalton. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Second down, Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here's Humphreys. So out come the Bucs now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A first down throw for Winston. Steps away to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Again, it's Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And out now, here come the Bengals. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on the field. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question. What game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
First and 10 for Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Dalton now to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation, because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
And now to the air, Dalton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
They go 368. They go 368.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Oh, passing it. Dalton. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Hey, you got 3.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here's Humphries. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through. Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that. Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, maybe. Do it that way, didn't they?
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside, or they can really shred your defense.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.